Preventing gun violence in schools, the new push to identify the warning signs before tragedy happens. 4 students died and several others were hurt in the Oxford school shooting nearly 4 years ago.
And in the aftermath of that shooting, Oakland County Prosecutor McDonald formed a commission to address gun violence and also identify those warning signs before it's too late. It is called the All of Us Foundation. Now, specifically, they are taking a look and examining data looking at these 5 key areas, including what you can do long before a person is in crisis.
They're also looking to identify when a person is in crisis, addressing who to notify and what to do when someone is in crisis.
Now, I want you to take a look at this. It's a San Antonio mother and her son facing terrorism charges after prosecutors say she was helping her son actually plan a school shooting. Prosecutors say 33-year-old Ashley Pardo bought ammo, magazines, and tactical gear with the knowledge that it would be used to carry out a crime. Monday, the 13-year-old student showed up to the school with that tactical gear, but left. He was located a short time later. Police say a tip from a family member about what the child had in his possession.
There were some very disturbing things that were found inside the mother's house, that child's house. There were some indications that there were Nazi swastikas and things like that that were found in the home.
Now, joining us now is Oakland County Prosecutor McDonald. We want to appreciate you for coming here. This is obviously so important for really, we see how it works when you see something, say something, and we also see what happens when you don't. So that's why this foundation and this message is out there. When you saw what happened in San Antonio, what was your reaction?
Oh gosh, the same reaction all of us have, because it's just remarkable. Well, it's actually getting to be not remarkable, which is what's so sad about it, that this continues to happen. But I have said since, day one that this is such an important effort, but gun violence isn't going to be solved by just prosecuting a parent. And actually, in this case, those circumstances are so egregious. They're allegations. We don't know all the facts, but it's against federal law to buy a firearm for somebody or ammo that is not for somebody else. So.
And you've said many times when these cases happen, the neighbors are in shock, everyone's in shock, and then everyone says, what can we do? So that's a little bit why you're here tonight in terms of what can we do, at least somewhat preventative or keeping our eyes open.
Well, the frustrating part, Karen, is that usually we want to ask what can we do, but a lot of the dialogue is how did this happen? And we haven't really educated the public about why gun violence occurs. And so we end up talking just about the guns, and we end up just talking about that moment, that period of time when somebody has their hand on a gun. But what we ignore is the data and the facts that tell us, going way back, going way upstream, about how to educate kids, parents, all of us, about gun violence. So, for instance, there are plenty of opportunities to intervene. In this case, we saw them. But again, it looked like far before this 24-hour period, there were signs that there was a real problem. And then I'm willing to bet that if you went way back, you would find that this individual was expressing and showing signs that were problematic, but not at this state of crisis.
So kind of wrapping up, because we could spend a lot of time on this. What are the signs we're looking for, and where do we report? Because I think some people go to the wrong place.
Right. So the foundation I started has a website, allofuscan.org, and you can go on the website and you can access, okay, what is a good behavioral threat assessment my school should have or my employer should have, and what should we be looking for when there is a sign? Are there protocols set up in your schools and in your businesses so someone can report, look, somebody is really worrying me, and then setting up a protocol when that concern comes in, there's a threat assessment that's activated, there's a team of people who are there. And more importantly, and just as important, way before we get to this point where someone is expressing or showing those signs, what are we teaching in adversity tolerance and tools to navigate through moments of crisis and suffering?
Website again?
allofuscan.org.
Okay, good. I want to make sure we put that on our website. Click on Detroit.com. I know you're busy. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. It's important work. Yeah, our kids are dying.
And obviously, we have to do more.
We do.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Damon, we'll send over to you.